Thank you, guys. I want to take a moment and thank the two ladies who joined me on the stage. Can you give a round of applause? You are wonderful, amazing, well-spoken, and you're doing incredible things for your community. Win or lose, I am proud to have sat up here with you. I also want to thank the Rutherford County Gym Women for putting on this amazing event, and Walnut House for hosting us for the gorgeous space. I want to tell you what I've been hearing across our great state. I've been everywhere from Memphis to Bristol, and if you don't know, Memphis to Bristol is further than Memphis to Canada. And I've been back and forth a few times. Here's what people are telling me on the road. I don't want a gilded ballroom. I want groceries I can afford. I don't want a renaming of the Kennedy Center. I want a reimagining of our public schools. I don't want more restrictions on how a woman votes. I want less restrictions on what a woman does with her body. And I don't want warfare abroad. I want health care right here. See, every stop I go, somebody cries in my arms because of how hard life is right now. And I know that unfortunately that pain is motivating. And what we're going to do is we're going to take back Tennessee. We're going to make Tennessee better. And in the process, Democrats, we're going to prove that we're the party of faith, family, and freedom. Because you can't tell me that you're the party of faith when Victoria and I send our kids to school and pray they come home. Amen. You can't tell me that you're the party of family when maternity wards are closing every other day. You can't tell me you're the party of freedom when you start your legislative session banning books, banning who you can marry, banning what women can do with their bodies, banning pride flags. That's not freedom. We can do this together because people are sick of the chaos. They don't want Trump saying it's going to be tariffs, no tariffs, 10% tariffs, 15% tariffs, having farms go bankrupt around our state. They want someone with some common sense in leadership. They're sick of the cruelty. I tell you what, if I had Epstein victims standing behind me raising their hands, I'd turn around and have the decency to look them in the eye. They want a leader with compassion. And more than just a heart, they want a leader with a backbone. They're tired of people kowtowing to dear leader Donald Trump in D.C. and whatever he says. So they want somebody who has the courage to stand up and say, no, you're not sending ICE into my cities. No, you're not sending National Guard troops to my town. Somebody who will fight back. I have been a leader that has fought back my whole career, that has stood up for the Constitution. I have the heart of a mother. I don't think you have to be a mother to lead, but I think if you lead like a mother, you're going to help the most people. And I want you to know that we can do it. See, all this stuff with the SAVE Act, ladies, since we're here with the women tonight, it's unconstitutional. It's a poll tax. I'll just tell you that as an attorney right now. But they're not worried about voter fraud. They're worried about the voters. They're worried about the women voters. They're worried about the Democratic women voters. And they should be. Look at New Jersey, look at Virginia, look at Georgia, look at Mississippi, look at Texas. I could keep going on. Look at Louisiana. We're swinging seats not by 5 points, not by 10 points, but by 20, by 30. Look at what Afton Bain did right here in Ruby Red, Tennessee. She moved every single county blue. Let me give you some math real quick on this governor's race. The last time when Marsha Blackburn ran a statewide election with Gloria Johnson, Gloria got 34% of the vote. At 13, that's 47%. That's neck and neck. And the good news is, Marsha and Trump just keep giving us material, so. The time before that, when she ran against Bredesen got 44% of the vote. Add 13 to that, we win. Those National Guard troops that are in our city right now, you know when their rooms are booked through? November 2026. So you need to know, not only do we need to care right here in Tennessee, we need to get everybody to care about what's happening here in Tennessee. Not only are we going to implement Stephen Miller's racist playbook at our state capitol, but we are on the front lines of fighting fascism. And every blue dot in every red state needs to start waking up right now. If you are Charlotte, if you are Little Rock, if you are Miami, if you are St. Louis, wake up. Start caring about this governor's race, because it is going to affect all of us. You think Bill Lee is a doormat for Donald Trump? Marsha Blackburn's going to throw him a 5-star parade. And she's already out there tweeting at me that she thinks I'm wrong on vouchers, that I'm wrong on the National Guard, that I'm wrong on ICE. Well, you know what I'm right about? She must be feeling the heat from me. We're going to work and we're going to make Tennessee better. We're going to put better leadership in place. So I started this whole thing by saying, watch me. But what I really need to be saying is watch us. So say it, watch us. So when they tell you that I'm an underdog, that there's no way that I can beat Marsha Blackburn, what are you going to say? That's right, because I know y'all are going to write some postcards into those rural voters and make sure they know who I am. When they say there's no way you can do this, you'll never have the money that John Rose or Marsha Blackburn has. Hold on, before you say it. They're right, because I'm not taking APAC money, I'm not taking NRA money, I'm not taking voucher scheme money, I'm not taking big pharma money. When they tell us that there's no way you can win, just like they told little public defender me, who won every damn case, because you don't have the resources of these other people, what are you going to say? That's right, because you're going to make phone calls into everyone you know, and you're going to get them to the polls, because this election is the most important election of your lifetime. And when they tell you, it is. I know we're always like, it's the most important election of your lifetime, but it really is, y'all, this time. When they tell you that this is going to be hard, I hear it every day. This is going to be the hardest thing you ever do. You are going to have an uphill battle. It is going to be rough. They're going to be mean to you. Dr. Atwater's not the only one who's gotten death threats. I've gotten multiple credible death threats that have resulted in multiple arrests. My family and myself are sacrificing. I'm going to ask you to sacrifice too. When they say this is too hard, what are you going to say? That's right, because you're going to be knocking some doors. Raise your hand if you're actually going to knock some doors. I just said the fall of democracy, people. I mean, we're going to have to get out. Look, the guy in the front row was like, I mean, I guess. Good job. Wait, make him do that, okay? Look, here's the truth. Victoria's right. You got to find your place and plug in. Not everybody can do everything, but everybody can do something. And everybody needs to do something off of social media. We're going to get to work. We're going to make phone calls. We're going to knock doors. That's right. We're going to write postcards. We are going to share on social media. We are going to tell people from one side of the state to the other. Because here's the great news. As gerrymandered as this state is, they can't gerrymander a statewide election. And we're bringing a message that is appealing across the board. We're pulling in independents and Republicans every day. People who are sick of the chaos, sick of the cruelty, who want somebody with a backbone. So I'm asking you for your vote today, and I'm going to ask for you to work with me until November 2026, because we're in the fight for our lives. So say it one more time with me. Watch us! Thank you.